Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. So first, I want to apologize for not getting you this video sooner. So here it is. So it's gonna kind of show you where to go for Kirtland's. It might be too late for this year, so again, I apologize for that. But finally got the recording software figured out on my computer now that I'm at school, where there's people who know how to do, set those things up better than I do. So, all right. So anyway, where to find Kirtland's warblers? So the first place to start here is Necedah off of Highway 21. So if you go to Necedah, go west out of Necedah. I got that wrong already. Go east out of Necedah on Highway 21. And then when you get to County Z, you're going to take County Z north here up to Monroe Center. So when you get up here to Monroe Center, you're going to see there is 17th Avenue and 17th Drive up here. So here's Monroe Center again. And we're taking County C east. And then up here you'll see it's a little confusing, but off of Bighorn Avenue there's 17th Avenue, but there's also 17th Drive. So 17th Avenue goes to County C, 17th Drive does not. So this is a spot right here, Bighorn and 17th Drive. I've had the best luck there the last couple of years finding Kirtland's warblers in this location. So the best places to go would be north, right just north of the intersection, then going west from this T intersection, and just kind of look. Your best bet is really just to listen. So get yourself familiar with the call of the Kirtland's warbler, and it's pretty loud. So if they're anywhere near here, you're going to see them, or I should say, you're going to hear it. And this is a good spot to start. And you can always walk west along Bighorn and also walk north here. So that's be the first place I would tell you to look. The next place to check, and I've seen and heard them a few times also, is just along County C. So again, this was our initial location. Don't get 17th Drive confused with 17th Ave. I did that the first time I came here. Last summer I was looking for prairie warbler, and it was on this intersection, and I looked here because I was confused. So make sure you're here. And then, your kind of 15 to 30-year-old jack pine is the ideal habitat for Kirtland's, and you'll have that along this area here, not so much here. Okay, so anyway, the second place to look, in between Monroe Center and Big Flats, just along County C here. So I've had luck going back to our initial location here at 17th Drive in Bighorn. So if you come down here and just go to County C and driving County C east this way towards Big Flats, I've heard and seen them more often than not along the stretch of road to Big Flats too. Mostly on the south side, if I remember correctly. And again, the best way to do it is probably just drive down the road, have your window open, listen. And if you hear them, then you can go try to find it. So that's the other place I would recommend. I'm sure there are other places that I'm not aware of in this area, but those are the two places that I've had luck with finding Kirtland's warblers. I think both morning and evening. And again, I've been to that first location and been there for an hour and a half and not heard anything or seen anything there. So it's just a hit or miss thing, just birding, right? So that's where you want to go. So while I'm doing this video, a couple other things I'd like to kind of point out to you, other locations that are nearby. There's a location called the 6th Avenue Marsh. 6th Avenue Marsh, I'm going to type in 6th Avenue here. 6th Avenue, and this is just a really good, so here's Bighorn again, actually crosses over 6th Avenue. Let's see, I got to find, is it up this way? I think it's up further north. Yeah. So it's kind of weird. So 6th Avenue kind of comes up here, but then it gets cut off and it continues further up. So I'm going to just go to it here quick. Let's see if I can find this location. So County D, right here. So where 6th Avenue intersects with Anawa Lane. So I'm going to mark that on the map, and then I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So right here at this intersection is, get rid of that. So again, I believe it's right here at this intersection. Zoom back in to make sure that's the case. That's Apache. Yeah, Anawa right here. So it's actually right here. Yeah. That location there. So this intersection right here with 6th Avenue and Anawa Lane is the 6th Avenue Marsh. It's right here. If you switch over to this map, you'll see this wet area here. And this has been it's a really good birding spot. It's basically like a cranberry bog reservoir. There's whooping cranes here, all the different types of swans, including mute swan you can see there. Just a really good birding location. So if you're in that area, you know, it's not far. So that's right here, 6th Avenue Marsh. And it's not that far from, you know, where we started out here, Monroe Center Big Flats. And then right up in this area here is where that 6th Avenue Marsh is. And again, that's a really good location for a variety of different, you can find it back, yeah, right here. Birds, so really good birding spot. And then really close to that, if you take Apache Avenue, there's a ditch that runs along here, and you can get some birds in there. Over to Leola Marsh, and Leola Marsh area is pretty good too. So I don't remember, there's like a rock formation. It's either along W or G. I just can't ever remember which one. But it's a really good area too, and they have Leola Marsh. You can get things like western meadowlarks there. What's the other one? Prairie chickens are there, so they're obviously tougher to find, but they're there. If you're there in the right time of the year, you can hear them booming at Leola Marsh. Brewer's blackbirds can be a tough one sometimes. That's a good spot for Brewer's blackbirds as well. So that's another really good location is Leola Marsh. And then so a third location, or a fourth location, I guess. So the first here is our Kirtland's Warbler area. Second is up in this area here, 6th Avenue Marsh. Third is Leola Marsh here, which is a little bit larger area. And then a fourth favorite spot of mine is Quincy Bluff down here, which is, you know, going back to where we started. Here's Necedah. So that's a little bit south of 21. All these other areas are north. Quincy Bluff, really cool spot. Good for things like redhead woodpeckers are really easy to see there, especially on the west side. So you can go to the west side and you can climb up to the actual bluff top here. So I'll zoom in on this a little bit. I think it shows a little bit of this. Quincy Bluff, yeah, so Quincy Bluff. It's a really neat thing. Maybe if we do the terrain map. Yeah, there we go. So Quincy Bluff. So that's a really cool spot as well, and not too far either. These are all in Adams County. So, you know, if you're looking to get some birds in Adams County, it's a really good location to do that. So maybe this will show us here. Let's see where that little rock formation is. Not sure why it's not showing it here, but anyway. So those are, yeah, four good spots in that area. So again, Kirtland's Warblers here, 6th Avenue Marsh here, Leola Marsh here, and then down here you have Quincy Bluff. And I recommend all four of them. Leola Marsh is probably, I don't know, the access there isn't always the greatest, like to get into the actual middle of it, but there's some road. It might be Aspen Avenue. It could be this road up here. It's a gravel road. It goes along the south side. Maybe it's this road. Let's see. Archer. It could be Archer. Very well could be. I always seem to have good luck right in this intersection here, both sides. Right along here is a good spot for Brewer's blackbirds and also western meadowlarks, east and west of the intersection with G, down in this lower kind of southern part of it, is a really good spot for those birds, which can be tougher to get in the state. So hopefully that helps. If you have any more questions next spring and you're like, I don't know where the video is, I lost it, I want to go look for Kirtland's Warblers, please just let me know. I'll be more than happy to get you this information again and help you out. So, all right, have a great day.